Yeah, so a series decider at the end of this white ball schedule, a busy schedule. How important is it to finish on a high?
Yeah, massive. I think we want these sort of games leading into the World Cup. It's kind of a knockout game, so yeah, it's a decider. Everyone's looking forward to it, and hopefully we can finish the summer on a high.
And without having won a series this summer, is it important for confidence as well to finish on a good note?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not saying that we're lacking confidence. I think we're a dressing room that are full of confidence at the moment. We obviously got certain things wrong over the summer, but that's fine. We're a team that's learning. We've had a bit of a new start, so everybody's sort of enjoying working together, and hopefully we can finish on a high tomorrow.
And World Cup places to play for too. Does that add incentive for you guys?
I think there's a bit of time before then. There's obviously a World Cup coming up, and it's massive for everyone, but yeah, I think for boys to think they're playing for places is probably not right. So we've got a massive game. It's a series decider. It's what we want to play in. It's a knockout game. So yeah, everyone's excited for it.
Jason Roy is struggling a little bit for form at the moment. You're quite close with him. How is he? How's his confidence?
Jason's brilliant. Yeah, Jason's Jason. Every morning he comes in with the same attitude. He works as hard as anyone in the team on his game, and I'm sure there's a big score around the corner for Jace. He's a massive part of this team, not just on the field. That's probably the only part that you guys see. He's a massive person off the field and around the group. He's a massive part of what we're all about. So yeah, like I said, hopefully there's a big score just around the corner for Jace, but everybody's behind it.
How difficult is it as a batter when you're out of form and you can't get going? How hard is it? What can you do?
Yeah, it's not the most enjoyable thing. Yeah, it's a game that we play. It's the nature of the game. Some days you get things that go your way and you get going, and then all of a sudden you don't look back for a few months. So yeah, we've all been sort of saying the same thing. Yeah, it sort of just takes one little thing to click, and you're off and away again. It's quite a fickle sport. So yeah, I'm sure Jason's thinking exactly the same.
And how about you? How do you feel about your game and where that's at the moment? How do you feel the summer's gone for you?
Yeah, it's been a little bit up and down. Probably haven't done as well as I'd liked. But yeah, it's all about making sure that when that opportunity comes for me to sort of put in a match-winning performance and win a game for England, that I'm there and I'm ready to do it. So hopefully that comes tomorrow.
You're a mainstay in the white ball team, but I wonder, have you got any red ball aspirations going forward?
Yeah, I think everybody that plays cricket for England, it's their dream to play Test cricket, and I'm no different to that. Obviously my career has gone very much down a white ball route for the last 2 or 3 years, but yeah, I'm certainly not closing the door on that. Whether the opportunity comes around or it doesn't, it's not something I'm really thinking about, to be honest. But certainly as a little kid growing up, it's always a dream to play Test cricket, and that's certainly not changed. And
your ability to spin the ball both ways, could that be an asset with a winter tour to Pakistan, potentially? Yeah, who knows? Yeah, obviously my main strength's batting. It's my bowling, something that I've worked really hard on over the years and continue to work hard on. It's not something that comes that easy to me, so it's a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit more of a challenge for me at the moment. So yeah, it's something I'm certainly working really hard on. Not just for red ball cricket, but even more so in the white ball format, to give Josh more options. And I guess because you play so much white ball cricket, you almost get pigeonholed as a white ball specialist. But your first class cricket, is that something you pride yourself on? Is that something you excel at? Yeah, I haven't played for a while, to be honest. Yeah, I guess going down the white ball route, you do get pigeonholed, but yeah, red ball cricket is something I really enjoy. I love going back to Lancashire and playing first class cricket. Haven't really had the opportunity to do it with so much cricket over the last couple of years, and COVID's obviously affected that. So yeah, like I said, it's everybody's dream to play Test cricket. I love the challenge of red ball cricket, and yeah, who knows, further down the line maybe that challenge will arise again. And finally from me, James Anderson's turned 40 today. Your Lancashire teammate, can you believe how he just keeps going and getting better? I can actually. I see the hard work that he puts in behind the scenes. He's an ultra professional, and yeah, I think his longevity as a seamer, especially in England, is pretty phenomenal, to be honest. So yeah, he got a little bit of stick on the WhatsApp group this morning, which was nice to see. So yeah, who knows, maybe he's even smiling today. How much longer can he go, do you think? As long as he wants. He's still one of the best in the world, I think. And yeah, he's still. It's quite special to see the sort of the drive that he has to still get better, and having spent a little bit of time with him around the Lancashire environment, there's never a day where he's not sort of asking questions and trying to make himself a better cricketer, which
at 38, 39, 40 is a very special thing for us young boys to look up to. So however long he goes for, he's a great role model, and especially for the young boys at Lancashire, he's a great man to have around.
We'll take some more questions. George, go ahead.
Hi Liam. It's been a little bit up and down in terms of results this summer, but obviously a big summer change. How are you guys all feeling about the new head coach and Josh? Do you feel like everyone's sort of settled in there a couple of weeks down the line and know what to expect from them?
Yeah, like you said, we've had a bit of change. Obviously Morgs has left us, and we've got a new sort of structure, and it's been good. It's been really enjoyable. We haven't probably had the results that we would want, but look, there's been change. We're still getting used to the way that the new guys are working, and like you said, not much has changed, but there's obviously been change. So the summer has been a little bit up and down, but we've got a massive focus of the World Cup in a couple of months' time, and ultimately everybody's working towards that.
And just on yourself, I guess it was always going to be pretty difficult to top last summer, wasn't it? Obviously a really special one for you, but please, you've kind of had plenty of kind of cameos, I guess, over the last few months.
Yeah, I think that's been the word that I've seen everywhere, to be honest. It's a different role. It's difficult. It's not something I've done a hell of a lot of. I obviously had a really enjoyable year last year, and it was sort of the first sort of go at batting lower down the order, and there's different changes, and I guess the biggest part of that is when you don't quite get as many runs as you want. It sort of takes a little bit more hard work to get that rhythm back. So yeah, hopefully that happens tomorrow. If not, we'll go straight into the 100, and hopefully I'll get a little bit more opportunity to bat higher up and get that rhythm back before the winter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you hit 30 odd the other day and it ended up in a match winning not, but you sort of feel like you've got one big score sort of left in you and want to try and get it out in England Whites rather than 100.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of them where I feel like I've been able to affect certain games. I just haven't got that big score to sort of go on and win a game for the team. So yeah, hopefully that's tomorrow. If not, I'm not. It's not as though I'm feeling out of nick. I actually feel like I'm playing really well. I just need a couple of things to go my way, and hopefully I can get a big score and help the team towards winning.
And obviously you mentioned like the World Cup is a big focus, but I'm guessing all the sort of players probably want to give Josh that kind of monkey off his back of getting that white ball win as well.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, it's not something we've thought about. It's not something we've talked about. Josh is an incredible leader. He's got a very special talent that whatever he does, people want to follow. And I guess whether we win series or not, that's a very special thing to have for him. So like I said, we've got a World Cup in 3 months' time, and ultimately everybody's sort of working towards that and taking steps towards that. And if it means that we don't win a series this summer, that we've got a chance to win the World Cup in the winter, I think everybody will be more than happy with that. So, like I said, we've got a decider coming up. It's a great game to be involved in. It's the kind of games that we're going to have to win in a few months' time. So, hopefully, it's great preparation for us.
There's a couple of new leagues starting in January: South Africa, UAE. Have you been approached about those, and would you be interested in playing them?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing in one of them. It's exciting. We're getting opportunities to travel around the world and play in these in new leagues, and I guess different conditions. It's great for us. We're going to have to go and play international cricket in South Africa in January, and some of the lads are going to get experience of playing in South Africa for a few games before that, which I think is perfect for us as a team. But yeah, like I said, we're getting to travel around the world and compete in different franchise leagues in conditions that we're going to have to go with England and win games of cricket. So just the same as the IPL, we go to India, we get to experience their conditions, which is going to help us next year in the World Cup. So like I said, it's great fun at the moment. We're getting lots of opportunity to travel the world doing something we love, which is great.
So you expect a few of you to play in South Africa, the South African tournament, ahead of your series against South Africa?
Yeah, I think a few of the boys will be playing in South Africa, which will be great prep for us. We've obviously got 3 ODIs there in January, so for the boys to get experience of playing in South Africa will be perfect time.
Which team are you looking at?
I'm not looking at any team at the moment.
But you expect to be involved?
Hopefully.
What did you take out of the IPL? What have you taken out of the IPL?
A lot, good and bad. I've had a very bad experience in an IPL, and I've had a very good experience in the IPL, and I think both of them are just as good as each other. My first time round, I obviously played a few games and then had quite a big stint with Rajasthan and didn't do very well, and yeah, it was sort of a time to reflect, and yeah, I guess cricket's not the be all and end all. There's more to life than cricket, and it was a little bit of a kick up the backside for me, and yeah, to sort of go away, relax, enjoy my cricket again, and thankfully I got a second opportunity with Punjab this year, and yeah, went back sort of really relaxed and looking to just enjoy the biggest tournament in the world, and thankfully I did that and came back with a load of confidence. So yeah, the IPL's great. It's great for it certainly taught me a lot of life lessons over the last 2 years.
Is the spotlight of the IPL unlike anything you experienced elsewhere?
It is. It's very different. It's obviously such a big tournament with a lot of following, and I've never seen something that you can go from hero to zero so quickly. But I guess that's all a part of the sport. I guess the biggest thing that we take pride in is representing our country, and we would obviously see this as the biggest spotlight for us. But yeah, I guess maybe the Indian boys may see different, but it's certainly very different to anywhere else in the world.
There's a bit of talk about players maybe just joining franchises and almost like sacking off their national teams and just going with the leagues. Can you see that happening with England players, or do you think the lure of playing for the national team is always going to trump the leagues?
I certainly haven't heard any talk of it. I think it would be very silly for boys to sort of give up representing your country. It's the greatest honour that we have. We grow up as little kids playing in back gardens, dreaming of being able to put on the 3 lines and representing England, and it's certainly my proudest achievement so far in my life. So yeah, certainly I can only speak for myself, but yeah, I don't think I'll be giving up the opportunity to represent my country anytime soon.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, Libby.